ladies and gentlemen. Jap Bike Night at the Perth Motorplex. Dial Your Own Racing, round one. Gordy out on the bush. Heads Up Racing, 9.9 dialed in either side. So they will be leaving the same time. And then about 70 bikes following them. Let's go and have a look. Here we go, ladies and gents. Dial Your Own Racing, Streetbike Drag School Championship, round one coming up. Ian McCall going up against our good mate Gordy. So both riders have dialed in a 9.99. This is going to be a heads up, dial your own race. It's going to come down to the best reaction time. It's going to come down to the closest to that 9.99 without breaking out. There for Ian, giving the win straight to Gordy. How close to his dial in will Gordy go? 996. So that's a breakout, but still a win. Right, next up we have a Suzuki SV1000 V-twin going up against a Yamaha MT10 4-cylinder cross-plane naked bike. Great battle here. MT dialed in a 1050. SV has dialed in a 12.00. Very aggressive launch there from the MT10. Who will take the win? The win goes to the SV1000. Loretta coming on her Bussa. Nana B going up against the BMW, the 6-cylinder GT. What a race. Loretta's dialed in a 1080. The BMW dialed in 11.50. Red light handing the win straight to Loretta. She's dialed in a 1080. What is she going to run? Loretta goes through with a 1098. Great run there, Loretta. Next pair, Glenn Rumble, GSXR 750. Loretta's other half coming out on track. He's going up against a CBR Honda. 1190 dial in for the CBR, 1180 dial in for Glenn. Who's going to take the win? Both riders, Glenn out in front, and the win goes to Glenn with an 11.4. Z750 coming out in the far lane there. And another GSXR. 1050 dial in here close to us, 1235 dial in for the Z. GSXR takes the win with a 10.888. Another GSXR going up against the ZX14. 1130 dial in here for the GXR, 1090 dial in for the ZX14. GSXR will leave first. A very grippy track will cause your bike to stall if you do not use enough RPM and clutch. But unfortunately, that Jigsaw still got the win, unfortunately for the ZX14 rider. Must have been a breakout. GSXR 1000. GSXR 1000 going up against the R1. 10-second dial in. 10.2 dial in for the R1. And the Gixxer takes the win with a 10.0. Adam coming through on the GSXR 1000 with a 10.20 dial in. He's going to go up against a Yamaha R1 with a 10.5 dial in. So the R1 will go first. 0.3 of a second later, Adam's going to chase him down. Red light for the R1. Now, what will Adam run? 10.20 dial in, 10.30 run. Very well done. Here comes Gilly from Perth HD. He's got a new cam in that bike. He's going up against a Honda VTR 1000 Firestorm. Gilly's dialed in 1070. The Honda's dialed in 1150. Being sponsored by Perth Harley-Davidson tonight. Gilly takes the win with a 10.79. Well done, buddy. Brock coming out on the CBR 1100 Blackbird. Good to see Brock back here again. He's going up against the Yamaha MT9. Brock dialing in a 1090. The MT dialed in a 1910. I think that may be an error. So Brock's going to wait here for about 8 seconds. Oh no, and it's a red light. That's what will happen when you are waiting on the tree. Here we go, Peter Baker on the MT10. This is going to be a good race because he is up against Robbie Good on the ZX14. Pete's dialed in an 1120. Rob Good's dialed in a 9.85. So Pete's going to go first. Rob's going to have to chase him down. May the best man win. Oh, red light from Robbie Good. And the win goes to Peter Baker. Jeff Mortimer here on the ZX10 with a dial in of as we wait for the timing boards to clear. Jeff's dial in 1120 going up against a Harley Davidson with an 11.50 dial in. So the Harley's going to go first. 0.3 of a second later, Jeff is going to chase him down. Takes the win with the 1169. Yamaha MT10. And looking like a MT10 or an MT9 in the other lane. MT10. No, sorry, MT10 close to me. MT9 over there. The win with 11.1. Here we have Suzuki GSX 1400 muscle bike going up against a Hayabusa. All Suzuki battle, two very different bikes. Busa versus GSX. GSX dialed in a 12.0, the Busa's dialed in a 9.90. So the GSX will leave first with the Busa having to chase him down. off he goes. Can he pull him in time? Cat and mouse racing here at the Perth Motorplex. But the GSX gets through with the win. Steve Jeffels on the Warrior. He's won here before and he will win here again. His daughter Ruby watching on, hoping he wins her some more merch. He's going up against Steve Gagoulas on the GSX. Steve's dialed in at 12.0 and Steve Jeffels on the Warrior has dialed in at 13.1. So off we go. .168 reaction time there for Mr. Jeffels. Not his best work. However, will he take the win? Yes, he does with a 13.21. We've got the naked Yamaha there going up against Michelle on her CBR 600. MT9, I believe. MT9 with 11.7 dialed in. Michelle's dialed in at 11.50. Beautiful evening here at the Perth Motorplex. And the MT takes the win. CBR 1000 Fireblade. Dialing in a 1088, going up against David Carlson on his beautiful Ninja over there. Classic green Ninja race bike. Dave's dialed in 1170, 1088 there for the CBR. So the CBR's gonna... And just a little bit of a hiccup on the line there. The win going to Dave by default. 1170 dial in and he goes to 1172. That is really good, David Carlson. BMW S1000 Double R is going to have his work cut out for him because he's going to have to race Rebecca Archer on the B-King. One of the fiercest races, one of the most fierce races you're going to come across. Beck's dialed in an 899. The BMW has dialed in a 1050. So BMW is going to go first. Beck's going to chase him down. Oh, beautiful 60-foot time there. 164 from Rebecca Archer. 920. Here we have got a beautiful ZX10, Gen 1 ZX10 with 1150 dial in. She's going to have a run against another ZX10. Hello, Maddie. We would like to take this opportunity to say hello to our marketing manager, Maddie Pickett. Thank you for all the work you do around the Motorplex. We appreciate it very much. Anyone looking for sponsorship opportunities, if you want to advertise your business down here, email Maddie. He is our marketing manager. Plenty of spots along the wall to get your name printed on there. Hit up Maddie. 1035 dial in the left-hand lane, 1150 dial in the right lane. Both riders going down the track. And the left takes the win with a 10 point something. ZX6 Ninja coming through, going up against an R1 there. The ZX6 is dialed in 12.80, 10.30 for the R1. Nice clean launch for the ZX6. Can the R1 pull him in? And the win is going to go to the ZX6. Must have been a breakout. Al rocking up here on the CB900 Honda. He's going to have a crack against the ZX12. Al's dialed in 1160. The ZX12's dialed in 1120. Beautiful smooth launch there for Al. Beautiful light from the ZX12 with a 0.25 reaction time. The win goes to Owl with an 11.6. We've got the Baby Ninja here on track, going up against the ZX6 over there. 12.10 dial in and a 13.80 dial in the right here. Foul on the line, handing the win to the Little Ninja. Great to see Willem out here on the ZX10. That is a beautiful, clean ZX10. He's going up against David Edge on that GSXR 1000. So Willem's dialed in a 12.44. David's dialed in a 10.25. Now Willem's come off a Harley, so this is a big change. 0.44 light for Willem. Great reaction time. David's got to pull him in, but I think Willem's gone too far. Willem breaks out, hands the win to Dave. We've got the Aprilia here now, going up against Mr. Christopher Moore on the Z750. Chris is dialed in 11.7. The Aprilia has a 12.3. One on the right, 004 on the left. Fantastic run there, guys. Roscoe out on something a bit different here. He's out on a Suzuki Bandit. Jace is on his Gixxer. Jace is dialed in 970. Roscoe has dialed in 1199. So Jace is going to have to wait a couple of seconds on the line. Who sounds like he might be having some wheel spin issue there, or clutch issue on the track perhaps. 10.1. Here we go. We've got the Vulcan. It is not a Harley. I got in trouble for calling it a Harley later. It is a Vulcan. Beautiful orange Vulcan with a 15.3 dial in. 10.2 dial in for the Beamer over there. So another cat and mouse race. BMW will come flying past down the top end and take the win. Well done. Right. Anton Zorvis, great to have him back out here on his GSXR 750, going up against Lukey Seaton on the MT9. Mad Wombat out here having a go. Dial your own. Luke's dialed in 11.0. Anton's dialed in a 11.20. Reaction time to Luke. 019 light. And Luke goes through with 11.1, takes the win. Corey out on the R1, dialing in a 10.60, going up against Ray on the Blackbird, dialing in an 11.10. We'll just switch sides here just for a minute. 10.6 on the right for the win. ZX10 in the far lane, going up against, I can't tell you what that is. 1150 dial in on the left, 11.0 dial in on the right. Left lane, takes the win. Still plenty more bikes to come out. Honda CB going up against the ZX12. The Honda CB with a 12.40 dial in. ZX12 with a 11.80 dial in. Win goes to the left lane. Triumph Speed Triple or Street Triple. Triumph Speed Triple. Yamaha MT10. 11.0 dial in there for the MT10. 12.0 dial in the left hand lane for the Triumph. Win there to the left hand lane. So we have got a Husqvarna Smittvalen, I don't know how you pronounce those things, Smart Pillin, a thingamajiggo, up against a MT7. I know that one. Twin cylinder Yamaha. 1280 dial in for the MT7, 1450 dial in there, and the MT7 rider just having some issues. Win to the Smittvalen. Smittvalen? Smith? I don't know. Those funny named bikes from Husqvarna. Rightio, GSXR 1000, nothing funny about that. He's dialed in a 1080, 14.0 dial in the left lane, so he's going to have to wait on the line for a bit. GSXR doing the chasing, but not doing the winning. MT10, again, we've got a heap of MT10s out here tonight. This is the last bike. He's dialed in a 10.90. Let's see how close he can get to his dial in. 0.293 reaction time. 1090 dial in, and he runs through with 11.7. Thanks for watching.